This week's painting is this very sensual room here with a little cake and a giant bottle on the table. And this is where Mildred sees herself in the future. There's one chair, and there's no table she has to set or clear or clean or anything. Everything's just nicely set up. Thrift store, bubble frame. As always, this is available on my website, gatw.com. Just spoiler alert, this one is funnier than the last one. So, today I made a whole bunch of colored papers to try and replicate this interior that I got off the internet. And I believe I have done that. It's close enough. Going in this chair was a little bit of a challenge. So I've got some dioxazine purple and some, what is this? Oh, phthalo green, yellow shade in this. And I think I know I already painted these papers, but we're gonna pop everything out. And it could be really bad. It might be really bad. If it's really bad, I'll let it dry and I'll paint over it. It's kind of looking a little bad. How am I going to put a reflection over here? There's like a reflection. Oh, kind of like that, I guess. That's going to work just fine. Wow, that's a little strong. Those colors are like, they're like really fighting with each other. Let's blend them back a little bit. This chair is weird. They have the weirdest chairs in these interiors, I find. And, it's so tiny. It's such a tiny little chair. We're just trying to make it work here. The colors are way too contrasty. And there's a lot. I was like, oh, it's just a little chair. How bad can it be? Well, here we are. We're like deep in trying to make it look like a chair. Oh, it kind of now looks like some weird toilet in the middle of a living room. And I'm not gonna worry and freak. I'm not really gonna freak out about that right now. It totally looks like a toilet. Okay, what about, I didn't really want this to be like a toilet, but it kind of I think my subconscious was just like, hey, toilet. And there it is. There's this weird chair. Oh my God. A little bit of red. A little bit more. Oh my God. What am I doing? This is, well, these are both kind of the same shade. You ever seen a toilet like this? It looks like it has a lid. We are not going to be to that point, I hope, where people have this a toilet in their living room. I don't think I love that. I do not love that. That is not, there we go. Yellow. It's so subtle, like, it's just a weird, modern looking chair. But now it's kind of turned into something else. I don't know what's going on now. I just made up this table here because I wanted to add something that wasn't really there. I wanted something to possibly put Jello on. Let's see, we're going to do this weird little lamp. Let's just take that and do that. Maybe put a little bit of this in the red. This red bottle here. These interiors like to show themselves with a bottle somewhere placed in it, apparently. Oh, God, it's a mess. I made a mess. It's okay. Could be worse. It has been worse. It will be worse again. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. I kind of love where this is going, except for, okay, here's what the problem is with my toilet chair here. It's not thick enough. There we go. Now it looks, well, yeah, it's gonna, I need to widen the face so it's not so toilet-like. There we go. Does that look more like... That looks more like a chair now. And less like a toilette. Okay, well, how about this? Oh, here we go. Let's just put this here. Let's take this chair off the page, which it totally is going off the page. Now, that helps it with its toiletness. Oh, nope, that was like, it's so interesting how one little addition can just mess everything up. Let's turn on our white on our light a little bit. Let's turn that up. Oh, God, that's... I was a little worried that my last video wasn't funny enough, and now we are back, baby. We're back. Actually need to look like that. Shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's just... It's one of nature's most efficient shapes. I always say that. Okay. Oh, that lamp. What am I going to do about this weird Wompus lamp? I mean, the Wompus isn't really the issue here. It is... I mean... If you've ever wondered, why doesn't she just paint the phallic stuff that she's trying to... Like, here, this is close. This is close enough. Oh my God. Okay, how about some purple in this table? A little purple. Just gonna... Let's try to draw your attention away from this. This thing happening up here. We all know what it looks like. Okay, so I worked on it a little bit in secret after I shut the film down, but you get the idea. It just needed a few minor, large, gigantic adjustments. We have our bottle over here that needed something. Whew. Let's just, we're just gonna mix, we're gonna blend some layers. And, whew, oh my God. Yeah, there's that. This bottle is like, what is it? What's that? It's not a brown jug. I have this little, oh, hang on. Before we get to the weird looking cake, I think it might be, I don't think it's Jell-O. I have this little lamp that has looked very, very offensive earlier. Now it's a little better. It's a little better. And how about some red, Pyrrole red? yellow, and yellow. Pyrrole red and yellow. Where are we gonna focus our attention? The little arch in the corner over here, it's kind of backwards. Whoops. It's hard to draw that so straight. And there's like a little, well, yeah, there's like a little pinkish hue in the hall back there. I like the pinkish hue. Let's just use that everywhere until I use it too much. Sounds good. That's what I do. I almost hesitate to mess with this chair. As I start messing with the chair, let's put a little permanent violet dark in here. I don't really want it to be super bright, but there is a highlight over here on this chair. I don't want to mess with it too much. Maybe a little magenta to blend it over there. I don't know if that's not working. Not working. I don't want to mess with it too much, but also I want it to look like I feel like it looks. You know, it's a cool, weird, modern chair. Might need more love. Let's put a little of that green on top of the table here. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to do. I was going to add this little weird cake here. Let's just put the plate on. Let's put the plate here. It's our little plate. I'm not going to make it huge, I don't think. So there's our little plate. I'm going to need to let that dry, but before we do that, let's paint some yellow in it. Let's paint some yellow in this light bulb here. I'm assuming that's a lamp. It's on a string. I don't know what I turned it into, but I think it's supposed to be a lamp. This archway needs to be a little taller. And maybe then that means the inside part needs to be a little taller as well. Whoa, whoa. This one just got extraordinarily suggestive. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh God. Wait. This is where Mildred dreams of living. Here, not having to make Jell-O. Oh wait, there's a little bit of cake. She gets to enjoy a little bit of Jell-O cake here and there, but it doesn't take over her life here, okay? Doesn't take over her life. Now I got the permanent violet dark out because I wanted it to make a nice brown, which it does. But I want it for the Jell-O plate. For this cake, I don't think it's Jell-O. And that's okay. Let's just play around in the little abyss over here. Okay, the arch. I'm not an architect. I just like what I see here. And I feel like I need to blend that in a little bit. I don't know. I definitely think the problem is that the arch is not exactly as light as I have it. Oh God. Where does that arch go? Where does that lead us, friends? More importantly, what is this weird light pointing at? What are we doing up in here? I love it so much. Okay, let's put a little warmth in the middle of our vase. Oh God, I almost painted on the actual photo. Don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, not bad. I don't know if this is dry enough to put a little cake on. So we have yellow, transparent yellow iron oxide, and permanent violet dark. And we are now going to make a little cake. You cannot see it. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's lighten it up a little bit, just with yellow, maybe a little white. There you go. There's our little cake. I'm gonna have to put the frosting on. There is no way in hell that I'm going to draw in these little loops that are in the middle of this thing. It is not happening. I am not doing it. But we can make the cake a little bit different colors. Oh, I like that cake brown in the bottle over there. Kind of nice. What if I put it in a chair? What if I mixed a little bit of green with it and then put it in a chair? That might work. Yeah, maybe. There's just some, does that make it look dirty? If it does, I'm totally okay with it. Just so you know. I mean, it's okay. It makes it look filthy. This is Mildred's apartment. She walked out. She walked out on Howard. She's gonna start a new life. Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I still painting this thing? I gotta stop. Okay, let's see. Oh, I actually think that works. Actually, that works. That. Ugh. And goes below the chair. I don't actually think that works in reality here. I like that. I think I'm okay if the chair's that kind of wampus. Oh, God. Like, I feel like if I overdo the chair with wampus, it's going to be irreconcilable wampus. And the whole thing is, I'm trying to avoid, I love the wampus, but I'm trying to avoid irreconcilable wampus. And by that I mean you have to just toss this in the trash. I have to just toss this in the trash. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I'm trying to avoid that. And I'm trying to tell myself, hey, look, this is just a practice painting. It's practice for later. Oh, I don't want to cover up my little back table there. I have this little sideboard back here that I was going to maybe put the Jell-O cake on, but it is now front and center. How about this? Let's warm that up a little bit more. There we go. Let's just, what I've done here is exaggerated the light that's happening. And I do not feel like that was a mistake to do. I never do. Let's see. But this needs a little shading underneath. Mildred's Fantasy Dollhouse. There's this giant red bottle of something. And there's cake. And there's a chair. And there's a funky, modern, weird looking light here. At least we're assuming that's what that is. And there's no man. No man in the room. She can get crazy. Mildred. She can go to bed whenever she wants in this scenario. There's the railing. There's the little door. There's a little hallway here. Just a suggestion. stubby little brush here. And the first thing I see, oh God, I got yellow in here where it doesn't belong, but it's okay. We'll make it work. Some yellow mixed with permanent violet dark to make the shadows in our little weird light here. Like this. Remember that? I hate to say his name. That Bill Cosby show. God, I hate to say his name. God, he's terrible. Whew. But anyway, that show he used to do with the squiggle pen. That's what that reminds me. Maybe, I mean, hate the artist, but don't hate the sound of the squiggle pen, maybe. Maybe that's a good way to look at it. Ugh, I got a bad taste in my mouth. Don't hate the squiggle pen. It didn't do anything wrong. What an awful, awful, awful character. Whew. Okay, well, enough about that. Let's move on to the light bulb at the end of this thing. The light bulb at the end of the shaft. Oh, I really like that. Is there anywhere else I can use this color? Now, this is a session where I don't want to do too much. It's going to be way too easy to overdo things. And I don't want that. I don't want to overdo this painting because it's not, this is just a practice. It's a practice painting. Let's put some yellow. Let's put some mid yellow in the middle here. Oh, I already did that. Let's put some more here. Kind of looks like caramel corn balls now. That's where we're going to leave it. You got some buns on the table. Ooh, that is not, that's too much. It's too peach. It's not a peach. It's just a bun. Buns. Bun. Okay. There we go. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, now the whipped frosting, the whips here. Yeah. It's a little pastry. It's a little bun. There you go. There's your bun. How about maybe a little light up world over here? I don't know. These this cream on top. It's kind of weird. What about, well, I'm just moving around quickly in this painting. Maybe it's too quick. This table. So I'm looking at the image and I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? And then the table isn't in the image, so I kind of forgot that I had it in my painting. So let's just put this here. And what about here? Maybe. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna mess with this chair, but here we are. It's fine. Let's go over here. Oh, there we go. Then I can shape it. It's weird shape. At the beginning, it was a toilet seat. I don't want a toilet chair in my painting. Don't want that. Let's put this here on the table. And just a little bit there. A little bit there. Table. Wait. What about our little curve here? What about this little curve? It blends in. I know what I need to do. I need to bring this up. There we go. Here. There we go. Woo! What do we think? Let's... This here. This here. It's a little bit... This leg got a little chunky, didn't it? A little chunky. Let's fix that. Let's go in here. There we go. The only problem with having a striped carpet is you have to, if you want to make something a little less wampus, you have to paint it all the colors around it. And that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But it's worth it. We do it for love. We do it for love and joy of painting and respect for the wampus. A respectable level of wampus. I think I'm starting to like this a lot. I'm starting to think that it could be its own small experience someday, painting-wise. Small painting. Ah! Oh my God. Well, see, once again, and maybe it's too soon to fix that wampus, but I am doing it. This is what happens. This is what happens every single time. And I keep going over it. I could just walk away and let it dry, but I don't. This. And this. Then I keep doing stuff like this. And then I can actually adjust my table shape over here. Oh, yeah, purple. Okay, that works. The purple works in there. Let's put it here. There you go. It's under the table. Oh, God, you can still see the green, though. Need the red. Save it. Gotta save it. I saw a little wampus land over here. Let's fix that wampus. Put a little brightness in this shadow. And a little, just shave a little of that arch off a little bit. There you go. That's what we say, close enough. So,